This is one of the most common questions that I get from you guys, and since I've been doing YouTube for years and I've used multiple cameras, I wanted to introduce you to some of my top recommendations for the best camera for your YouTube videos. Let's get right into it. Every camera that I mentioned in this video today will be linked in the description below, so check that link out for the most up-to-date, current, lowest prices on all these cameras, and stick around to the end of the video where I will be showing video quality comparison tests between some of these cameras that I mentioned. So this list is split up into three different categories. The first category is the cheap, easy to use cameras that are under $300. The second category is the little bit more expensive cameras around the $500 price range that are still easy to use and they're compact digital cameras. And the third category will be the top of the line interchangeable lens cameras that are professional quality and around $1,000 or more. So let's jump right into the first category, which is the most affordable, easiest to use cameras for your YouTube videos. If you're a beginner, if you don't have a dedicated YouTube camera already, then you should consider using your smartphone if you have one. So if you have a smartphone, an iPhone, an Android smartphone, any of those that has been released in the past couple years, it's guaranteed to shoot full HD video. It's gonna look great, and it's something that you can use right now if that's what you have without having to go out and buy a YouTube camera. So if I didn't have any of my other cameras, my iPhone 6s would be a good enough camera to shoot high quality YouTube videos. And the only thing to consider if you're planning on filming with your smartphone or iPhone, you need to get a couple of things. The first thing you need to get is a tripod. You can get a full length tripod for really cheap on Amazon. And you also need a smartphone mount to mount your smartphone on that tripod. The one I use is a square jellyfish. It doesn't cost very much at all and it works great. So if you have those two pieces of equipment, the tripod and the smartphone mount adapter, you can start filming your videos with your smartphone. The next camera to consider would be a webcam, a full HD webcam. The Logitech C920 is the one I use and I always recommend. It does require a computer, so keep that in mind. But if you have a computer and you're looking for a cheap HD camera to get started off with, this is a great option. And the last option in this category would be the Canon Vixia R700. This is your typical HD camcorder that's very easy to use. Anybody can get this and pick it up and start recording HD videos. It's for the complete beginners out there who don't want to learn any other settings for the camera and don't want to be confused about any complicated settings on a DSLR. This is just a perfect camera for people to pick up and start recording great quality HD footage for their YouTube videos. Now moving along to the second category, these are the small compact digital cameras that are still very easy to use, but they produce some high quality video for a little bit more money. Starting off this list is the Canon EOS M and the Sony Alpha A6000. These are two very good options for your first camera for your YouTube videos. They're not going to overwhelm you with how complicated they are, and they're still going to shoot some amazing quality video. Now, if you want a small camera that you can vlog with that has the flip out screen so where you can see yourself, the Canon G7X is a very good option. It produces great quality video for such a small camera. However, if you have a little bit more money and you want the same type of camera, the one I have is the Sony RX100 Mark IV. It is pretty expensive, but it does shoot 4K video, and it is one of the best pocket cameras out right now. It's my go-to camera for when I'm out traveling and I just want a small camera to take around with me, fit it in my pocket. And now we are at the third and final category, the top of the line, expensive, professional quality, DSLR, interchangeable lens cameras, the Micro Four Thirds systems. These will give you some of the best quality videos for your YouTube channel, as long as you have a pretty large budget to spend on a camera and lenses. If you are a beginner looking to buy your first DSLR and you want to save as much money as you can, but still get a good camera, the Canon T5i will be your best option in my opinion. It's easy to use, it has a flip out screen, takes some amazing quality videos, and it's definitely the one I recommend to people buying their first DSLR. If you have a little bit more money to spend and you want to get a little bit more higher quality, go with the Canon 70D or the 80D, which was just announced. The 70D is an amazing camera, so I can only assume the 80D will just be that much better. But if you want to save a little bit more money, you can go with the 70D and still have a great camera. These next two cameras are Panasonic Lumix cameras, and these are the ones that I own personally, and the GH4 is my main YouTube camera. If you're wondering which camera I'm using for all my YouTube videos, almost all my YouTube videos, it's the GH4. I've been using it since 2014, and I use it for about 95% of my YouTube videos. But there is a G7, a Panasonic G7, that does about 90% of what the GH4 can do at about half the cost. And I think the G7 is a fantastic, one of the best options for a YouTuber when they're looking for their first good quality but affordable camera that can shoot 4K videos, high quality HD videos, easy to use, flip out screen, touch screen, all that good stuff. And it has some amazing quality lens choices as well. So you really can't go wrong with the G7 or the GH4 if you want to get all the features that the GH4 has. I highly recommend looking into those. And last but certainly not least, the best of the best, I guess if you want to pick an overall winner to sit in the king's chair, the Sony a7S II I think is probably the best YouTube camera that you can buy right now. It's a full frame camera that shoots 4K video. Of course it takes amazing quality videos, as it should because it's very expensive. The A7S II still doesn't have that fully articulating flip out screen to where you can see yourself fully if you're in front of the camera. So I'll stick to my GH4 right now, but the Sony a7S II I think is probably the best choice if you want the top of the line. I'll stop right there because the most important thing to realize is that the camera does not determine your success as a YouTuber. Of course, having a higher quality camera will give you higher quality videos, which is always good because viewers are expecting high quality videos on YouTube these days. However, it's not all about the camera. The camera won't determine your success. It's all about your content, your consistency, how you engage with your subscribers and viewers. All those things mixed together will make a successful YouTube channel. But of course, it does help if you can deliver the best quality video that you can to your viewers and subscribers. So as I promised you, let's look at some of the quality comparison tests between some of the different cameras that I've talked about. Now what you're seeing right now is my iPhone 6s recording in 4K using its own camera and built-in microphone. In this video, I'm going to explain what I've been doing with my time, more specifically what I've been doing in 2015. This is the Sony RX100 Mark IV, and the Sony is actually on like automatic mode, so I didn't set any manual settings, unlike the GH4. Again, all the links will be in the description below to these cameras. Also, if you want to see all my YouTube gear that I use for my videos, tripods, cameras, microphones, audio, computer setup, all that good stuff, just go to my website, channelempire.com/gear, and it will show you all my gear that I use for my videos. And while you're there, sign up for the Channel Empire email club, and I will send you weekly emails on how to build your own successful YouTube channel. Thank you for watching. Make sure you give this a thumbs up if it helped you out. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. I will talk to you in the next video.